This story involves the oldest, most toxic company on the internet, a billion-dollar corporation, and 3 funny role players. If you watch a lot of YouTubers and a lot of streamers, you may have heard of 3 very interesting creators: Criken, Bedbannas, and Tomato Gaming. These 3 streamers are incredible, and I've tried to write an individual video for each of them, but while researching this, I remembered a very confusing 2 weeks in 2018 when a new group was announced, Sideshow. During a 3-day live stream event called the Let's Play Family Reunion, there was a very special segment. 3 up-and-coming streamers and YouTubers I was a big fan of were going to make a massive announcement. When their time came, they were ignored, treated like shit, and almost didn't even get to explain anything. They awkwardly explained, "This is Sideshow. The 3 of us are now part of Rooster Teeth." They each made one video about Sideshow and announced that they were part of the Let's Play family, a conglomerate of Let's Play channels that Rooster Teeth bought and completely destroyed. Cow Chop, The Creatures, Sugar Pine 7, they were all completely annihilated and traumatized by Rooster Teeth bullshit. But at the time, everyone thought the Let's Play family was a good thing. We were happy to see what the future of Sideshow could be. What will it be like when these 3 innovators, these masters of humor, get more money? What happens when they get a budget? The answer was nothing. Nothing at all. Radio silence. Trying to figure out what happened kind of leads to nowhere. All I've seen is a few Reddit posts here and there. They show that something happened, and there's a couple of secondhand accounts quoting streamers who didn't save VODs that have been deleted. And this is old news. And the truth is, the story is sad and simple. Rooster Teeth wanted more teams in the Let's Play family. More names for this endless roster. More teams, more channels, more money. They wanted to get sponsors and big money. But marketing the 3 weird roleplay guys wasn't gonna work for the corporate nightmare that was Rooster Teeth. I mean, Rooster Teeth was owned by Lionsgate, who was owned by Warner Brothers, who has now been bought by the Discovery Channel. The boys had no way of surviving this shit show. So when a simple problem popped up, it all fell apart. Rooster Teeth dropped the ball. The guys said, "Hey, this name doesn't work. It's copyrighted by someone else." And Rooster Teeth said, "It's fine. We're too busy treating our employees like shit and creating a toxic work environment. We can't Google the word Sideshow. Are you crazy? We already added the name to the website. We already got t-shirts printed. We can't change our one logo. I mean, it's just the mask from BioShock with the word Sideshow, but it's still on their fucking website, even though it doesn't exist anymore. It's insane. The channel didn't even get made, and it's still sitting there." So, a company called Sideshow sent a cease and desist to our good old pals, and instantly, it was all over. The podcast they tried to start, the projects they had planned, the months of meetings and contracts and emails that set up all this shit. Gone. Wasted. They didn't want to rebrand everything, so they just stopped. Now all you get is the occasional reference on their channels that maybe they're owned by Rooster Teeth. Criken once said on a stream that he isn't even sure if he's owned by them or not. It's a mess, and it sucks because the 3 of them are incredible creators with a bunch of cool streaming friends. So now I'm going to talk about them instead. The most innovative streamer, Criken. I never really watched streamers before VTubers, before everyone switched over, before it took over everything. I didn't even really know what streaming was, but there was one streamer I was still watching, Criken. Criken is a streamer and YouTuber widely known for his collabs with another small group of streamers that sometimes call themselves RPers, role players. Criken and his friends have been streaming for a long time. For so long. So long. They've become forged by the fires of Twitch, being way funnier than I will ever be, and innovating more than anyone else. Criken and his crew, who for a small time were almost consumed by Rooster Teeth, created so many hits, hundreds of thousands of views. While he may not be the biggest of YouTubers, he has a really dedicated and consistent following, and I have personally watched a few of his hit playlists dozens of times. I rewatch his stuff all the time. But the reason I'm talking about him today is because how much he innovates. Recently, I rewatched a fascinating series of videos. Some of the best stuff I've ever seen online. Criken and his friend Charborg created a plugin that allows their chats to speak in unison. The more a word repeats in chat, the higher chance it will appear. It's a pretty cool feature, but it also was paired with this AI writing tool, allowing Charborg and Criken to use chat's inputs to create distinct characters and a nonsensical story. On top of that, fans used Crayon, the AI image generator, to create fan art of the story as it was happening. It was an incredible stream that made a perfect 20-minute highlight. But that's just one thing. Criken and the boys do this shit all the time, pushing the limits of their imagination, coming up with ambitious and innovative ways to stream, making interactive game plugins. They created an entire haunted house ghost show where fans could control the ghost. It's fucking incredible, and I'm so glad that he managed to get lost in the Rooster Teeth shuffle. So many channels have been destroyed and devoured, spaghettified by the black hole that was Rooster Teeth, and somehow they managed to just completely forget about this amazing guy. And he may still technically be working with them, and I'm not even sure he knows what the deal is. I mean, Sideshow basically just put out a trailer and most of them went back to their old shit immediately. But at least it seems to have been over for a long time. But I love Criken. I think he's funny. I think he's so seasoned. And I think his crew is fucking fantastic. I know I'm just a small little baby YouTuber who wastes all this time on stupid shit, trying to stream himself, making videos that no one's really gonna watch anyway. But even I can recognize that this man and his many friends are incredible. And I'll go so far as to say he is one of the best streamers out there. He may not be massive, he may not have a bunch of employees, but I know what he does have. Thousands of dedicated fans and the best group of friends and collaborators on the internet. Next part. Tomato walked away. Tomato Gaming is a great streamer and a fairly successful YouTuber, but his philosophy has shaken how I feel about content, and I think it's worth examining. Should anyone be on YouTube at all? Tomato made the best tweet that I've ever seen, a tweet that made me stop in my tracks instantly. Here's the tweet. Wait, let me get my glasses. Once again, I feel compelled to remind people here that I in fact stream 4 to 5 times a week on Twitch. I simply find the concept of maintaining an online presence on more than one site at a time horrific. Genuinely horrific. Greater words were never said. He's right. YouTube fucking sucks. And if someone who makes incredible content, has gotten so many views and streams almost all the time, absolutely hates YouTube, then why should anyone be here? Tomato made so many videos for YouTube, and in the end, he got nothing. $50 isn't worth your complete and utter devotion to this totalitarian slave state that pretends about being here to express yourself. On stream, Tomato has 40,000 people watching him regularly. He's comfortable enough to not have to rely on this burning cesspool of a website. In fact, he hates YouTube. And I agree. The entire purpose of this website is to sell ads at any cost. It's basically just a propaganda machine. YouTube has literally protected the Kremlin in order to keep selling ads in Russia. They don't care about any of us, and I admire Tomato for doing the smart thing and walking away. If the game is rigged, don't play, and he's my fucking hero for that. Tomato is a very funny guy, and I'm glad I can still laugh insanely watching him do his thing. All right, last person of the night. Bedbannas is an artist. Last but not least, there is a creator who spends so long on his videos that people actually forget about him. He doesn't stream, he doesn't make money on YouTube, he just makes masterpieces. Bedbannas is what machinima was always meant to be. His videos are simple. Take a game that's either graphically impressive or has a lot of player control and make art with it. He turned Hitman into a slow motion art film. He made me want to play Star Citizen. He created some of the funniest videos on the internet with Rust. He is a modern day artist. He's funny, he has a massive crew of friends behind him, and he takes playing video games with heart and grit and effort, and he makes art. He is incredible, and I love him for that. These three men are incredible creators, and the three of them together with a bigger budget could have made incredible stuff. But on the internet, there's always people trying to commodify or destroy you. Corporations that see innovative and quirky gamers as only dollar signs. A corrupt, badly managed mess that can't even check if a group's name is copyrighted. They could have made some incredible things, but at least they escaped the nightmare that is Rooster Teeth. And at least they still make good stuff together. Anyway, I'm Aloni the Bard, and that's how I feel about that. Thanks for listening. Bye. That's pretty good. That was a good one. This video was recorded live on twitch.tv/Aloni the Bard. It's been a weird stream, to say the least, but I think we've had a lot of fun here, and I'm gonna record one more script after this. I hope this one was good. It's maybe a longer form video. I'm trying to make longer ones. I feel like it's kind of a waste. I feel like I should just make short videos. But you guys let me know. Let me know if you want longer videos. I'm not sure if it's worth it. I feel like the shorter the video, the more consistently I can put content out. I feel like putting stuff out more regularly is better than having longer videos, but I don't know. You should check out the VOD channel if you want long videos. It's 4 hours a piece, 2 hours a piece sometimes. Check it out. Bye.